welcome back to another Opinunited podcast.
How are you guys doing? I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and enjoyed all the Boxing Day games. It was certainly entertaining.
Now we're gonna pick up on some Boxing Day games, and we're gonna start by heading off to the Etihad, where Man City faced Everton. Now, what do you think of that game?
So they came into the game with one win from 12. So they really needed a result, and they would have hoped to have got it against Everton. I mean, Everton will have a little bit of a new bounce because they got new ownership, so they'll expect some positive momentum, and they saw it on the day, didn't they?
Yeah, City v Everton was a bit shaky, but Everton, as you know, they've not been at their best form. Neither has City. It was going to be an interesting game, and I thought that was a result that I thought was going to happen. What do you think?
Well, you thought it was going to be a draw?
I thought it was going to be a draw.
It was an interesting one because City still don't look anything close to their best, but they did have a chance to get the win, and Haaland, he really missed that penalty, didn't he?
Now, as you know, Haaland is usually quite deadly in front of goal, and as I said, the confidence for the whole team over the couple of weeks have been not very good. That's why he probably missed the penalty.
Yeah, it's 1 win in 13 now. That's awful. That's awful.
If you thought of City 1 year ago, you would think, is that really City?
Yeah, and it's got we've said it a few times now, there's got to be something deeper there that's causing these problems, because you're not going to see such a drop-off after one player going down injured.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of these older players are starting to have a dip at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire defense is looking really bad.
Yeah.
And there's not really much in attack. I mean, we see it from all the wingers, they're just not producing.
Yeah. And like the defense has not been at all there. Like last season, it was a lot better, and Pep can't find the right formation. He's now trying like 3-2-4-1 to get the more goals and the more attacking positions. But as you said, the wingers, they're just not on it. What do you think about them?
Yeah, I mean, there's only been maybe one goal between them this season. I think it was from Foden at the end of the game last game, which they lost. So it's a real problem for them. And without Kevin De Bruyne starting, there's no real creativity or threat in front of goal. So they have to find a way to make it work. I think they'll probably be making some purchases in January when the transfer window opens.
And as you said about Kevin De Bruyne, he also hasn't been at his game. And seeing as he's Kevin De Bruyne, you would expect him to get all the passes right. But as you said, his confidence has gone down as well, and that's why Pep isn't starting him.
They got to manage him as well, because he's older now, and I think he's only got a few months left in his contract. So it's interesting times for them.
Till the end of the season.
Yeah, so there's got to be some changes there, definitely. And it'll be interesting to see if they can get out of it. They've got a game against Leicester next.
Yeah, that should get some points.
They will want that guaranteed 3 points. And if they don't, then there's a real
issue.
Worry about where that next result is going to come. I mean, they still have enough players and enough quality where you think they would be getting wins and positive results. So that change could just be around the corner, but we'll see what happens.
Yep. Now, you mentioned Leicester. Let's go back to their game against Liverpool at Anfield. That was an interesting game.
It started very well for them.
Very well.
So well. We thought, all right, they took the lead, and they had a chance to go 2-0 up when Mavididi could have passed it through the middle, but he overhit it, didn't he?
And it just went past. It
was a Jordan Ayew, I think.
Yeah, past Ayew, and then Patson Daka couldn't get onto it.
Oh yeah, Patson Daka. It was Mavididi's Patson Daka, but.
And then Mavididi again played it to Patson Daka to make it 2-2, but.
Oh yeah, he missed that. He missed that chance to equalize.
Yeah, squandered it.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't take your chances against Liverpool, they'll make you pay. And again, Mo Salah with that finish to make it 3-1.
That was a very good. That's goal. A Mo Salah finish.
Great goal. Great goal. And it just shows that Liverpool really they'll have some tough times. I mean, there's no one that looks clearly dominant, but they're just very clinical, and they're doing all that they need to do to get the wins, to continue putting pressure on the rest of other teams in the league to try to keep pace with them.
Yep.
But it looks like it's their league to lose. I really can't see anyone else competing, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
That squad is very impenetrable. The defense, he's on a slot, I think, aced it. Now the midfield it's doing the job, and the attack is just very strong with your Gakpos, your Salahs, and we didn't see Luis Diaz play yesterday.
He did play.
No, he didn't play.
Are you sure? I thought I saw it. He was in the team.
He didn't play.
Oh yeah, Nunes started. You're right.
Yeah.
But it shows that they can chop and change it, and they continue get the results that they need to get. And it was never really that much of a concern for them. Even when they went 1-0 down and had that chance to nearly go 2-0 down, you just always felt that they could come back into
it. That's Liverpool.
And even though it was foggy and it looked really difficult, but they just got the result, lifted the atmosphere, and they carrying on.
Yeah. But I personally, I think Liverpool will make that midfield stronger when the January transfer window opens, with adding to McAllister and Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. What do you think about that?
I think they'll be looking to maybe, it depends on what happens with Konate. If he's able to get fit again, then they're all right. I think they'll hold off until the summer. If not, they might look to add maybe defender,
and maybe
then left back, because Robertson hasn't been at his best, and
he played quite well yesterday, though.
Yeah, so he created a lot of good chances, but there was, for the first goal, he was one of the
culprits of not defending properly.
Exactly. So
he's just getting old, isn't he? He's been at the club.
Well, that's right. It's not a problem. It's just that they'll look to improve that particular area of the pitch as one of the things that they can develop for going forward. And it's looking very good for the team from Liverpool.
Yep.
And then who else played it? Yeah, so it's Manchester United versus Wolves, and it's
honestly,
it was.
It's not even the manager.
It wasn't even. I don't think it was a great game because both teams didn't create a lot. But Wolves, I would say, were the better team, and they were deserved winners because they created a few chances. They actually ran at Man United's defense, whereas Man United. I mean,
we dominated position, we dominated passing, we could get to their attacking third, but when I
didn't even think they got to their attacking third. There was no one really to play
no, we were able to go forward, but we couldn't get across in or play in behind.
Trying to. There was no one trying to run in behind. Without Rashford or Garnacho, there was no one trying to run behind the defensive line. Yeah. No one trying to play wide.
And Højlund's just on his own. We could see he's trying his best, but he's just playing on his own. No one's there really to help him.
I think he only had 6 touches, and there's no one really to work with him. He didn't have because he doesn't have the runners on the wings.
And as you saw, when Bruno Fernandes was seen red, the team just crumbled.
Yeah. Now Bruno Fernandes, the first yellow card was soft. I mean, he got fouled before doing the foul. The second yellow card was a bit silly, but again soft. But you have to be careful. What did you think about I think the biggest moment of the game was the corner goal.
That was so stupid. What our set piece run is rubbish.
Man United are really struggling with the set pieces. I would say I think it was a foul because there was a defender in front of him, a defender behind him, and the defender putting his arms out to stop Onana from doing anything. So he can't really move. So you would say that's obstruction. But I think the defenders should be helping to clear it out. And he should be stronger, even if he has to push them out the way. Yeah. I mean, until the referees do anything about it, the goalkeepers need to start taking some action. And actually, what surprised me is Manchester United don't do anything in that same way. No, not the complaint. That's one thing. But when they have attacking set pieces, they don't put anyone in the goalkeeper, so the goalkeeper has a completely free run.
And they don't even pile up on the defense, hold them back, and running behind to confuse them.
I mean, when everyone now is putting 1, 2, 3 players on the goalkeeper so they can't move, that's what you should do. Until the referees call it, you've got to take advantage of it.
And now at this point, I don't even think it's the manager. I think it's just the squad.
Because There's areas...
because Ten Hag was rubbish. this season.
Ten Hag didn't have very good tactics. The tactics are quite good with Amarin.
With
you can
Amarin,
see
yeah,
what
you
they're
can
trying
see,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
But
Amarin,
I mean, they were flying, which is what I don't understand. They were flying at the beginning with Rashford. There, he scored 3 goals for 2 games, and it looked very positive. And then they've just not picked him ever since. And you can see the attack is just got nothing to offer without him.
Yeah,
it's 1 win in 6 without him playing in the game, which is a very, very, very bad performance. And
although Rashford isn't being put for the squad, and I can see why he's not fit or at the best, and he scored 150 goals in total in his whole career so far, which is a lot. As he hasn't been at his best, but I don't know what's been with him not even making the squad.
When the attack is so
poor, he struggling, needs to be there.
It's struggling. They're not making any chances, and there's a 25% drop in chances created or chances on goal when Rashford is not playing, which is showing that he is a vital part of that attack.
Even though if he's not fit enough to run back, our defense. We opened the defense transfer window for De Ligt and Mazraoui to come in.
I think they've done okay.
They haven't done bad, but the left back situation with Dalot.
Dalot is not. They need to address the left back in January.
Yeah.
There's a few options.
But Erik ten Hag and Amarin like playing Dalot there because he can cross a ball in. He can help with the attacking play, but his fitness
he struggles. I think he gets in the right play. Credit to him. Compared to other players, he was getting really high up the pitch.
And he
can't do much with it. And that's him as a defender, and he's not a left back either. I mean, I think he's at best backup right back. But it is what it is. I think really what he'd want is Shaw at left back, and we really need him back at some point. I'm not sure what's going on there or how long. Sorry about that. Our internet cut out for whatever reason. We're back now. And we were discussing that I probably would want Luke Shaw that starting left back. There's something that they will have to address in January.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Is there anywhere else that you think that they need to?
Yeah, that injury situation also occurs for Victor Lindelof and Mason Mount. Yeah. And as you say, Luke Shaw would need it at left back, but also Mason Mount to depthen and
he made a big difference.
The midfield, yeah. And he can also support in that attacking midfielder position with Ahmad.
And they need to resolve that Rashford situation pretty quickly. Talking about teams that are also struggling at the moment, Tottenham lost to Nottingham Forest in a game where they were very much likely to lose for those that thought what the result might be going in. So it's a real indication that they are in a poor run of form, just like Man United. And while they have firepower, I think their defense is their main weakness. Yeah. Well, I mean, how do you think they can solve it?
Well, as I think probably when the January transfer window comes, depth in the wing back positions as well as the centre backs. As Pedro Porro helps with the attacking front, but doesn't really know how to defend, so he'll be more of like.
I mean, it's all right, but yeah, when they have decent centre backs to cover him, then it'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, I think they just need the players back from injury. There's stuff to work on, but they really should concentrate on becoming more secure defensively, and then they could be a decent team to really push up the table.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Thursday. A good little collection of games. Yeah. I remember you said that you wanted to do a quiz.
Yeah.
With everyone in the last podcast.
I've got a good quiz. Ran up for you.
Okay. I haven't seen the question, so
some Boxing Day questions and some general questions.
All right. So, I will give a minute. I'll give a little bit of time for everyone to figure out the answer as well.
Yep.
Before you give it, so let's give a little pause. Give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with Boxing Day question. Only one current player in the Premier League was born on Christmas. Who was it? Clue. He played for Aston Villa.
Aston Villa was born on Christmas. Could be anyone. Emiliano Martinez.
No, incorrect.
It's a bit like Santa Claus. He brought all the trophies for Argentina as presents. That's what I thought of him. But who is it? Hold on, let's give it a pause. Let's give everyone a chance to figure it out. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on, take it
And
away.
it was Emiliano Buendia.
Buen dia. Okay, okay.
He was born on Christmas.
Yeah, I haven't seen him around for a little while. He's a good player. Good
Yeah.
player. Yeah. Go on, question 2.
Which team has the most wins, 22, and points, 70 on Boxing Day?
Okay, most wins and points.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's pretty easy. It's got to be the best team in the Premier League era. Man United.
Correct.
Yes.
Name a player who scored a Boxing Day hat-trick.
A Boxing Day hat trick.
A hat-trick on Boxing Day.
Goodness.
There are lots of players.
Jermaine Defoe.
No, we'll give you some time to think about this question before we announce the answer.
Scored a hat trick on Boxing Day. I can't think of many. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Nope. Right, 5.
Thierry Henry.
Yes, that is one.
Oh. Are there any
5,
others?
4, 3, 2, 1. There was Thierry Henry, Kevin Phillips, Chris Wood, Harry Kane, Gareth Bale,
Harry Kane.
Berbatov,
Yeah.
and Robbie Fowler.
Yeah. I should have said Harry Kane. That's an obvious one. Yeah, that was silly from me. Good question. Good question.
Right. Question number 5. Which 3 players are the Premier League's top scorer from the penalty spot?
Oh, that should be quite easy. Who took a lot of penalties? Harry Kane.
Yep, he came in number 3rd position.
3rd position.
Yeah.
Wow. Alan Shearer.
Yep, he was 1st.
Oh, so who would be else? Who takes a lot of penalties? Mo Salah?
No, he was 5th.
Do, 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 do. Penalty takers. Premier League era. Steven Gerrard?
No, he was 4th.
I don't know.
Frank Lampard.
Oh yeah, of course. Frank Lampard. That's the obvious one. Silly.
Well done if you got that one.
Uh-huh.
Name 2 players who have scored 12 goals from free kicks in the Premier League.
David Beckham.
No, he scored more.
Oh, 12 exactly.
Well, exactly.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. I thought you were going to say the tops. That's a hard question.
It's the kind of...
What to do? 12. This could be anyone. Juan Mata.
What?
Juan Mata.
No, he scored 11. I'll give you a clue. These guys are all coming 3rd place. 2nd place was James Ward-Prowse with 60.
Yeah.
He's got it.
So these are 3rd place in terms of free kick takers ever. Dennis Irwin. Who's a good free kick taker? Ken Alexander-Arnold.
No, he was down the list.
I don't know.
So Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's got a lot of goals. I didn't think
Thierry Henry.
Okay.
And Gianfranco Zola.
It's a bit surprising. I didn't think any of those are prolific free kick takers. That's a good one. That's a good one.
How many titles have Manchester United won since 2000 and including 2000?
Premier League titles.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you think?
So Premier Leagues.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Write in the comments below.
There's a way to work this out. So in the Premier League area up to the year 2000, Man United didn't win. Let me think. They were 2, so that would have been in the 90s. They won.
Manchester United won 14 Premier Leagues all round.
14? 13.
13.
I think it's 13, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So now I think they won there were 7 Premier Leagues before the year 2000, and they didn't win 2 of them, I think. That means no. Is that right? 8 Premier Leagues to the year 2000.
No, you're right before.
So then 8 titles since the year 2000.
Correct.
Yeah.
8 titles. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This one is.
Yeah, because 5 plus 8 is 13.
This
Yeah.
is a wonky one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which team spent the most money in the transfer window this season?
This season?
Yeah.
Chelsea?
Correct.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, that was.
They spent crazy money for the last 2 years. Huh?
No, City spent it the year before.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. No. Who did City buy the year before? No one.
Yeah, they bought Nunez, Doku, Oscar Bob.
The Oscar Bob's Academy. Yeah. No, that's interesting. Yeah, Chelsea, the easy one this year.
How many goals have Arsenal scored so far this season? I'll give you a clue. It's between 20 and 50.
How many games has it been so far? 19.
19. No, less.
18? 18
Yeah.
games so far. But I don't think they've scored 2 goals a game, so I think I'm going to say 30.
Close, 34.
Oh, so just less than 2 goals a game. Not bad. Pretty good from Arsenal. I thought they'd been quite like.
Now, last question.
No.
Who? This is an easy one.
Let's hear it.
Who has scored the most penalties this season?
Most penalties this season. Is it? Chelsea.
No, which person?
Oh, Cole Palmer.
No.
Mo Salah.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Haaland.
No. What? I thought it was easy.
Most penalties this season. It's not Liverpool. It's not Chelsea.
It's a weird club.
How's it easy then?
I thought you would know this. What do you guys think?
I don't know who could it be. Who could it be? Son?
No.
It's definitely not. It's not Bruno Fernandes.
Did I tell you?
Go.
Justin Kluivert.
Oh, for Bournemouth. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a great one. That makes sense because he had 2. He got 2 or 3 more. He had 3 in one game. Yeah, that's an obvious one. Sorry. Silly one. Yeah.
How much did you guys get out of 10? Put it in the comments below.
Yeah, I did poorly, I think.
You got, I think,
good questions.
3 out of 10.
Good questions, for sure. Yeah, but then we're going to go watch the Arsenal game now. So, and after that, we've got the weekend fixtures coming up. Some interesting ones. Definitely lots to talk about after this weekend.
Yeah.
So join us next time where we'll be covering all of those games. And we'll see you then.